The following program was produced or sponsored by a community member. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or Comcast. MATV welcomes your comments. Call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
Welcome all sports fans to the 2006 Madness. I'm your host, Dudley, along with head coach of the Pistons, PC, Paul Conrad. And Paul, we have the #1 seed Bullets. We're up against the #3 seed Kings.
Well, it's going to be a great game today. I mean, the Kings yesterday eked out a 1-point victory against the 2nd seed Hawks. Big upset there. Let's see if they can carry that momentum into today's game.
If the Bullets win, that'll be 2 titles in 3 years. And Paul, that'll make them a modern MNBL dynasty.
You know, it is. That, it very well could be. You know, I am picking the Bullets today. I say Bullets by 3 points in a close, tight game. Comes down to the final minute.
On the other hand, when you talk about a team that has scratched and clawed and fought all the way this season, you got to talk about the Kings.
Every game.
You got to talk about Danny Suter, who is their MVP. You got to talk about Richie Rogers. Demir Sapia has stepped up the past few games.
Huge.
Leslie Philippe, the rest of the boys, they got a tight squad, Paul. Kings are not here by an accident. They beat all those teams, a 10-5 record. You've beaten teams that were ahead of you in the standings to get to the big dance.
Absolutely. Every single one of their games, even the ones that they lost, have been really close games, down to the final minutes. So they're used to playing tough games. So, hey, if this is a tough game, maybe the Kings might be able to pull it out against the Bullets. Let's see, because the Bullets aren't used to playing really tough games. They're blowing teams out all year long. So if they get in a tough scrap, they might not be able to handle it.
On the other hand, the Bullets are madness tested. This squad, when Jimmy D, Michael Bonaparte, Justin Gillis, when they were sophomores, when they were rookies, they won the whole damn thing in 2004. A year later, they went back to the big dance again. They lost their titles to the Lakers, but now here they are, 2006, and you still have Dean, you still have Bonaparte, you have Gillis, you got Victor Tran, they added to the mix, and Baskin, Jamal Baskin this year, and that is a tough, tough fight.
Absolutely, man. Experience means so much in this game, especially in the finals here, because if you're not used to playoff atmosphere, you come out here, your knees start shaking, your body shaking, your butt cheeks get tight, and you make mistakes.
And the Bullets had no easy road coming here because the Sonics gave them a game yesterday.
Oh, big game. And actually, the Sonics were winning at the half, but the Bullets came out in a huge third quarter. I think they outscored by 19 in the third quarter, and that put them up. But other than that, the Sonics played really tough all game.
And when you go into the big dance, when you're in the madness, teams that have just destroyed the other team in the madness en route to the big dance, that team has always lost. So that is a good game. That was a good game for the Bullets to have a victory yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's both these teams are coming in here with different frames of mind. The Bullets, I think they're happy that they're playing the Kings. I don't think they wanted to play the Hawks, but that's bad. That's bad news because any team we play in the finals is going to be tough. The Kings, on the other hand, are riding high from yesterday's win, and they're going to try to carry that momentum to a victory.
Okay, Paul, we're coming up. Okay, we still got a few more seconds of commentary. The Kings, however, they had to go through the Hawks. The Hawks were the 2nd seed. The Hawks beat the Kings twice this year. But, Paul, you know coaching in this league all these many years, it is so hard to beat one team 3 times in one season.
Oh, it's very difficult. I know from firsthand experience. I mean, you don't want to lose or beat a team all those games. I mean, because when it comes down to the final game of the playoffs, you're not like the coaches, but the players think, hey, we've already beat this team a couple of times, so they kind of relax, take it easy, and you can't do that in these big games.
Okay, Paul, coming down to the last 60 ticks, how do you see this game go?
I'm going to say a really close game, another nail-biter at the end, but I think the Bullets are going to take it by 3 points.
I think that if the Kings can keep their composure, play the game that they've been playing to get to this point, that they could make it a run at it. The Bullet comes in here, the heavy favorite. I don't think it's going to be any blowout. We never like to see a blowout in the big dance. The Kings are the underdogs. The Bullets are the heavy favorite. I'm going with the Bullets. Bullets by 6.
Good. Well, I guess we agree on something.
Yeah. We are 22.7 ticks away What we want to see a damn good big dance. If the Kings can come out on fire, I like their chances. Now, all because I predicted the boys in blue. That don't mean it's going to happen. The Kings are not here by a fluke. The Kings have all the tools to win this game.
Absolutely. You know, like I said, they fought all year long in every single game. They're used to these tight, close games. And if the Bullets think this is going to be an easy one, they're in for a big, big surprise.
And that'll be one doozy of a surprise this 20-6 season. So what's on the line for the Kings? A team that once was cursed, and the curse got taken away. And 20-1, a team that once was cursed, trying to hang their second banner, while the Bullets are trying to go for history. They're trying to have 2 titles in 3 years, making them a dynasty. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Jim.
Jim.
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't bring a mic. Did you have notes?
I have a little bit. You can use them just as much.
We're going to have to...
Yeah, it's
Here you go. Okay, these are just notes to yourself.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, you can always use whatever, but I didn't write like a prelude or anything.
Okay.
Is that what you were talking about?
No. He's actually here. Kenny had put out fillers to Emerson College to get like a student here and all that stuff. So he's actually, you know, probably him and I will probably do it, you know? All that stuff. Is that fine? All right.
Paul, are you commentating? You're not going to commentate the game? Well, if you want to do camera, you can camera anytime.
Foley.
Jim Foley, okay.
That's right.
I may
Our
even give you my
the host that does the Nesta Dudley, along with Jim Foley, who is his first time here. He is a student in Emerson College, and Jim Foley will be here next season, the 20-7 season, to help us in the cable cast booth. But right now, Jim, you're here, and this is a big dance. This is what we all come down here and play for. First place, you get the trophies, but in this league, Jim, it's all about the jackets.
No doubt, Beanie. Thanks again for having me here. I look forward to next season as well. But right now, we got to think about today. It's the championship game. One game determines it all. We got the Bullets #1 coming in. They had 13 wins on season 2, including 2 regular season wins against the Kings. First one was a close game. Second one, not so much. But the Kings, I saw them stroking in warm-ups. They look like they have the momentum going forward. It looks to be a great game.
We hope we have a good game here. Once again, the #1 seeded Bullets going up against the #3 seeded Kings. This is the 21st edition of the Big Dance, and out of the 21 years, it's just going off the top of my head, like 16 or 17 of those times, the #1 team faces the #3 team. That's just how it goes, ended up. What the madness is about is Team 1 faces Team 4 in the first game on Saturday. Team 2 faces Team 3 in the second game on Saturday. And that's how we got to this point, folks. The #1 Bullets going up against the #3 Kings. And the Kings right now, they look relaxed, which is very good for them.
That's right. Seeds are thrown out by now all of a sudden. You know, regular season, Bullets had their way. That doesn't matter no more. This is the time where teams got to prove themselves, where they want to get this trophy, man.
And we have the beginning of the game delayed. Commissioner Kim has gone to, we'll read off the rosters of both teams.
Who's he going to announce first? Beanie. Who they announcing first?
I don't know, they might be these guys.
Test. Okay, am I getting anything?
If you're going to play the music, you need to pump up the volume.
Test. That's who that was. I was wondering who that was.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Championship Sunday from the Wall Neighborhood Basketball League. Introducing rosters for both rosters. Let's have a good round of applause for both teams.
Nestor, do we want to give Kenny a mic?
We're going to introduce the reserves for the Kings. Number 20 is Sean McFielding. Number 4 is Roger Hickey. Number 9 is Gene Bastian. And number 21 is Brian Horton. Now the starting lineup for the Kings. Number 3, Javier Stapia. Number 11,
There's a lot of Richie Rogers fans here.
A lot of Richie Rogers kinfolk here.
I think he brought the whole family.
Mr. Baker, Glenn Higgins, and head coach Chris Rogers. And now for the Bullets. First of all, introduce the reserve. Number 5, Vladimir Seymour. Number 20, Calvin Diaz. Number 21, Jeremy McCormick. Number 11, Alan Strosser. And number 10, Frank Cipriano. And now the starting lineup for the Bullets. Number 00, Mike Ronapin. Number 26, Victor Tran.
The last 3 years, Jim, this Bullets team has made it to the big dance. In 2004, they were the #1 seed. They faced the #2 seed Hawks, and they beat the Hawks. Last year, they were the #3 seed. They went up against the #1 seed Lakers, and they lost to the Lakers. This year, they're back on top, #1 seed, and they are going against #3 seed Kings. And if the Bullets win, that'll be 2 titles in 3 years, making them an MNBL dynasty.
Well, we know a little something about dynasties here in our area, isn't that so?
With those Patriots, that's why. The Patriots can be a dynasty 3 out of 4 years. The Bulls can be a dynasty 2 out of 3. And there has never been a team in the MNBL that has taken the title 2 out of 3 years. There's only been one repeat champion, and that was 1991-1992 Hawks.
Now, one thing I noticed right off the bat, Beanie, is that the Bullets definitely have a size advantage to start the game. One thing I noticed in the stats ahead of time, too, is that the Kings, they can stroke it from beyond the arc.
The Bullets have this. Bullets are bigger, as you say, but the Bullets, they do not concentrate in the paint, which is something that I don't understand, but I don't coach them, and they've ended up with a record of 12-2, so it works for them.
We'll see how it plays out.
Victor Tran on the outside. Jimmy Dean. They're double teaming Dean off the giddy-up. Jamal Baskin at the line where everything is free. Dean with the weak side rebound.
Strong putback by Dean. I like him.
I thought he got hit, but the refs didn't see it that way.
He's a big guy. He can take it.
Third-year senior. Rogers on the inside. Oh, Suda went down hard.
Hard hit. It's going to go the other way, though.
Yeah. Oh, he comes up grimace. He's grimacing. Matter of fact, in yesterday's game, he hurt his leg at the end.
That face looks like someone who's in a lot of pain right now.
Now, the Bullets can't start with those kind of turnovers. There we go. Now, that's what I'm talking about. They get it right back.
Justin Gillis. Like I said, these Bullets are madness tested. This is Justin Gillis' third big dance, along with Jimmy Dean, Michael Bonaparte, who was a forward. These guys have been here their entire career to this game.
Right back, hurry up!
They're going to double team and triple team Rogers on the high post. There we go. Amir Safia might be a little bit winded. He was just in that hot shot contest. Lost in the finals. They got Lesnar in the giddy-up.
Oh! Great outlook pass. Shut down.
That was a big league block.
He hustled over there. Yet another turnover, 2-on-1 if they hurry.
That was a good initiation by Danny Suter to draw the foul off Justin Gillis.
Didn't seem to be hobbling on that one right there.
No, Danny Suter, he's a warrior. second-year junior. This is his team. He puts this team on his back the last 2 minutes of the game and sees them through.
Suda hits the second. He was a great free throw shooter earlier in the year at 62.7%. That was second in the league.
Was McCowan first, Nestor?
Josh McCown was probably first. Dean hustled that up.
Great inside presence so far.
Oh, they got Suda with the foul.
Demir was stroking him earlier in the three-point contest and the hot shot contest. You hope he didn't get too much out of his system too soon.
That's always the problem when the players that are in the big dance, that they take these contests, they can tire themselves out. You need your legs when you're shooting the outside shot. You need your legs.
Game of fouls so far.
Fouls on the Kings, number 14, Richard Rogers, his first personal, second on the team.
Richard Rogers, he led the team in fouls earlier in the year, so he's got to watch out.
Yeah, he's Dirty Dozen, definitely. There's a category we have on my stats, which is the Dirty Dozen, which is the top 12 foulers in the league, and he was definitely on the Dirty Dozen list.
I bet. Now he came around the screen on that one so he could get the open look.
The Bullets definitely got their game face on, so they're not coming in here taking this Kings team lightly.
Not at all. Quick start.
Big rebound by Dean.
What a pull down.
Dean baseline. You got to cut off that baseline. He's been doing this for 3 seasons there, Jim. You got to put a foot on the baseline. Force Dean to come in the middle, in the paint, where you have some help.
No doubt. You know, he reminds me a little bit of BC's Craig Smith, because though he may not be the biggest, he's definitely not afraid to drive right in there with the rest of them.
He's been doing this for 3 years, and he's just been schooling these kids for 3 years. And that's what you got to do. You just cannot give them baseline. You got to force them in the middle. That we can get some help. The Kings just have to just catch their composure.
That's right. We're still early on. There's no need to worry quite yet. It's a 10-2 game. Bullets.
They're closing that gate on him.
Exactly. Bullets letting nothing go inside.
That's going to be on Bonaparte, I believe, 0-0. Blue 0-0, Bonaparte.
Ah, you got it all of the 0-0, huh? Good old Robert Parrish back in the day.
They're back in the day. Oh, he was stripped butt naked clean. Bastards off to the races.
That guy's got speed, I tell you, he drove by everybody.
And that's while he's dribbling.
While he's dribbling. dipsy dude on that one. Kings are doing whatever they can to get some points. And if it means a little artistry, then so be it. Big steal by the Kings again. They look to come back right in. Ah, you can't do that. You get the turnover, you got to be smart.
Esther, would you say the Bulls have come out much better than they did last championship game, or was it last year?
Absolutely. They don't want to have this opportunity for a dynasty to slip away.
Trey in front rims. The Kings are on fire with their emotions right now. They need to contain themselves.
That's what they need to do. They need to, they don't want to be spent and they've only played 10 minutes.
Great look. My goodness, great look. Trent with the eyes.
Swing it! Oh my God!
There you go. Let's just sleep in there and Brown paint to him work. He actually needed that because a few minutes are gone. Dean swatted him, pinned his shot. Okay, they are going box and one in the field.
Bulls trying to find the inside man. They find it in Tran, who hits it back outside. Gets it back. Forces it up. What a putback by Tran.
He might have shuffled his feet there. I'm not sure. That was pretty close to a travel.
I didn't see it.
Refs didn't see it either.
Go to him! Don't look at him, go to him!
Foul on Justin Gillis.
You can tell Safesha wants the ball in his hands at this point. He's doing whatever he can to get the Kings back in this game.
Oh, we took advantage now. Island Joseph just checked in for the Bullets, and he's one of their utility men.
No help from Glass on that one. Some full court pressure now.
Give it a one! Shoot it!
Safety is going to take all three of these.
Yeah!
I told you, he wants the ball. That was Trey Mendes.
There you go. He just got here and got a catchphrase.
So go Remco what?
So Remco still doesn't have a catchphrase. They're going to call on Joseph.
Bring him up! Quickly! Pass it! To your right! Pass to your right! Yeah, shoot that! Come here, get out of there! Back shot!
Forced up a three. They're going for the touchdown.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Too bad we can't get 6 points on that one.
Where you go?
Well, let's have the turnover there. Once again, off turnovers, teams got to be smart to maintain possession. They get too excited once they get these turnovers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They got to maintain their composure. They stand around the perimeter. They need to penetrate the paint. That was NBA 3. At the end of the first 10, the Bullets have doubled up on the Kings, 18-9. The Bullets are definitely, they got the intensity on their eyes, and they're definitely here on a mission. They're not taking this team lightly. They know that in this league, the parity in the league, specifically this season, any team can beat any other team on any given day. And the Bullets do not want to let a title slip through their fingers. When you come in here the #1 seed, when you had a 12-game win streak, when you only lost 2 games all year, the pressure is on you to take it home. Look what happened to the Indianapolis Colts.
No doubt. Some things I liked in the first quarter was the Bullets' speed. They kept the ball moving, they ran around, and they made sure they had the speed. And since they had that one step ahead of the Kings, I think that helped get them more points right there.
What the Bullets have done is that they turned their games into track meets. Steve Wright loves defense. This team, and he told me off the record that this team is lacking on the defense. In his opinion, he says that you cannot rely on just running, gunning, and outrunning these teams. But that's what's been working for the boys in blue, though.
But we know defense wins championships.
Nestor, is it just me or is this camera a little crooked? Nestor, I think it's crooked a little bit. Huh? Can we fix it at halftime?
We'll try to fix it, yeah, but
okay.
We want to do what we do. Come in, safe, and take all 3 of these. He's side him. Diaz, what they should do, the Kings, they should pressure. Okay, well, you don't pressure basketball. Diaz has the ball. Or Joseph. When Joseph or Cipriano has the ball, you should pressure him. Safety don't want to dribble himself in the corner to get trapped. They need to swing that ball around.
Hickey, the big man, needs to go underneath, and he does. Almost gets the roll. Tough start to the second quarter for the Bullets. That's 2 turnovers already.
Right now, the Bullets are cruising. They got a couple of their utility men on the floor. You got to play minimal minutes. It's a sliding scale. I don't know what it is during the regular season. Everyone has to play a minimum minutes of 6 minutes. During the playoffs, during the postseason, it's a sliding scale. So if one team has more plays than the other, they do a sliding scale. So it comes out to equal amount of minutes.
Well, hopefully the experience will pay off here. Wide open underneath. I like it.
They're trying to look for steps. He didn't travel. He took his 2 steps. Had he took his 2 steps and then put the ball on the floor, it would have been a travel.
Xavier wide open underneath. They couldn't find him.
Where's the call? Where's the call?
You're going for another touchdown.
It's good.
He's just burning in the secondary.
You can tell that the Bullets, once again, have the fast pace going for them. The Kings are trying to slow it down, keep it at their own pace.
Pick your head up.
That was Demir Sapia.
He had 18 threes on the season with the Kings. That led the team.
He led the league last year in 3-point. Jamal Baskets went coast to coast. You just put it right down the Crayola area. You got to put a body on him. You got to get some. You got to get some white jerseys in there. You just can't let the blue come in your house like that. They
Kings.
shouldn't be. I'm sorry to cut you off. I was going to say the players shouldn't be arguing with their coaches.
Oh, huge block. Big reject by Rogers right there. He doesn't want nothing in his house.
No, but he's going to need some help down there. Now they got to stop. They got to stop making points.
Rogers gets it again. There we go. Oh.
Police are trying to get into the spot, take the charge. They got the
There you go, there you go. He had his feet down. I like it as a presence of mind.
He actually started to fall before contact was made. He got away with one.
Whatever you do, man, whatever you need to do to get the call, you did.
Give it back to Rogers.
Baseline!
Rogers beat him to the spot. They got him for traveling.
I like the effort, though, by Rogers, trying to make the play, get the team up more.
He's trying to put the team on his back. But you can't leave your back door open like that.
Once again. No lack of credit to Dean, though. He's finding his way to the basket.
Safety is going to take all three of these. So Lee tried to sell it again. It just didn't work. He keeps that up. They're going to call a foul on him. 3 seconds on safety. Come on. Wait a minute. Lift this up. I'm not going to jump all day. If he looks up.
Oh, where's the heck? He's got to run up the floor. He can't be complaining. See? He stays down the floor, and the Bullets have an extra man get the easy layup.
That's what happens. You don't complain. The men in the black and white striped shirt, they ain't going to reverse their call. The call is the call. Whether you agree with it or not, the call has been made. You got to suck it up and hustle your butt back on the defense. As you said, 2 minutes are gone. Defense wins championships.
An MVP-type player needs to know that.
You can't be talking. You can't be sitting there complaining. That call is once that whistle is blown, that call is ancient history. They're too busy arguing amongst themselves. The players are arguing with the coaches. The players are arguing amongst themselves. And this is your first time seeing the Bullets. The Bullets haven't even reached second gear yet. They've been getting their utility men in to get the minutes out of the way.
Keeping the starters fresh.
Not passing! Not passing!
Bastine, he's trying to force too much up. He's got too many big men around him.
He does, but I like his attitude as far as taking it to the middle. Oh, that was a tackle. I like his attitude as far as taking it. You got to take it on the shot blocker. Maybe you can create some contact. Here comes the man they call Meatball. He's a crowd favorite. That's Vladimir Samuels.
I tell you, this is the first time I saw him, and right when I heard the crowd cheer for him, I knew it.
Oh, Dean's just too strong. Too strong.
It's deja vu.
All over again.
Another big board by Dean. He gets it quickly up the floor, but it's stolen away
by Rogers. Shooter, beyond the arc where everything is free. Off to the races. This is an automatic shoot.
We'll have to get the two from the line.
And the coaches are arguing amongst themselves on the Kings side. They're not on the same page. They're not reading the same book. They're not in the same library. They're not even in the same town. It's just...
Basket went nearly 60% from the line earlier in the year.
And he is so fast.
He knows to get the call.
The Bullets are getting dangerously close to scoring more points than they did all game last year.
Look up the floor, there you go. Great, look.
He spent all that time yelling at his coach, and they snuck in the back door. You know, I mean, the coach was wrong because there was 3 people in front of him. Taking that shot was the right thing to do.
Foul on Bullets number 2, rebound basket, second personal, bonus for the team.
Bullets are pulling away quick, aren't they, huh? 33-12 right now.
You're up by 21.
Good math.
Is he trying to do his math again?
Kings need to get a hand in the shooter's face to disrupt the shot. I'm not seeing it right now.
They're not doing it. That's why you're not seeing it. They ain't doing it. Wow.
That's the floor! That's the
Tough call right there.
Is there any way you can make your mics more clear because I'm barely picking up with all the noise around you guys?
As long as our levels are fine, then that's all that means.
Well, that's fine. It's hard to pick you up on.
Okay. You know what you should do is on the monitor, pump the volume on the monitor, and you'll hear us better. But we don't want to affect this because then we'll be going into distortion.
Say something, Nestor.
The monitor.
Oh, I'm just checking the meter.
When you turn it up on the monitor, it will not affect the meter.
No. I was making sure the meter was fine.
With 1 minute and 55 ticks left to go in the first half. What do the Kings got to do, Jim, to at least slow this down?
Well, I heard the coach say it just now. They need to play as a team. They need to shuffle it around, find the open man, keep the passes going until you find the guy with the best shot. The guy with the best shot, he's going to have the best chance to make the baskets.
You got to swing the ball around. You got to make that defense work. The Bullets defense has been just come down and running. Good. You got to make it work. You got to tie him out a little bit.
Well, momentum would be huge going into the half here, I'm telling you.
Oh, he was freaking the oop there.
That's the best kind of oop we're going to get.
All right, Jim, I'm going to get into position. You just follow my lead. I'll be down here for the next minute and 32 seconds, and then at halftime, we'll both come out here. We got to make sure that we're not in the camera's way when they come down this way. Oh. On the mic, I'm just a bit. I thought he did. We'll blame it on him. All his fault.
Safia once again putting his hands up. He wants the ball here.
Why would you go to the middle?
Jump ball, Jeremy McCormick, just coming off the bench, creating something. Just go straight to the hole.
Nice offensive rebound. I like that.
They got to make some noise now. What Chris Rogers is doing, head coach of the Kings, he's putting his big men in because the Bulls got the littles in there. They got Vladimir Samuels, they got Jeremy McCormick, and they got Cipriano. They got the littles in there, so they're going to try to Diaz, Cipriano, what is the both the same thing. They are going to try to take advantage of the littles. They got to try to get as many points as they can. This is a good strategic move by Coach Chris Rogers.
I like taking advantage of the mismatch.
Jimmy Dean has played every moment of this game, hasn't sat out yet.
And doubt he's gonna in the next minute 10. Bullets facing the full court pressure now.
Oh, offensive. They call offense on Dean.
They do. I don't know about that call. The guys seem to be in the paint, but nonetheless, Kings ball with less than a minute to go.
No. I don't know who safety was throwing it to.
Nice tip pass. McCormick puts it up.
Off McCormick. Just hope for the last shot, just going in on a positive note.
Like I said, momentum. It'll be key in the second half, whoever gets it.
Don't wait till he's a foot in front of you to say it. You're not going inside. Go inside. Shoot at the point. How can you not see that?
At the end of the first half, the Bullets are just waxing the Kings by 22 points, 37-15.
I'm telling you, I saw the fast-paced Bullets just taking it to the Kings, one step ahead of them all throughout.
The Kings are coming down. They're taking one shot. They're not waiting for anybody to settle up underneath on the board. The Kings, the players are arguing with the players. The players are arguing with the coaches. The coaches are arguing with the coaches. The coaches are arguing with the referees.
I think you got about all of it right there.
I think I named every possible scenario. They got to cut that crap out. They're not going to come back on this team down by 22 points.
There's no doubt about it. The Bullets, they got 37, they got the momentum going for them. But the Kings, I like their feistiness. They're not giving up, and you know they're not gonna. This is a championship game. There's no way they can give up now.
Head coach Chris Rogers, he's been in this situation before. He's in there. He's going to regroup his men. He's going to tell his men what they have to do and what the Kings need to do. They need to come out strong the first 3 minutes of this next half. If they don't, the game will be over.
Well, I look forward to it very much, Nestor.
For Jim Foley, Andy Robinson, Nestor Dudley, see you at the half. Just one quarter. That's what I'm saying. The great cops are singing in the floor. It's recording. We are on. Make sure it's recording. You see record up here? Brenda, you see record up here? In the viewfinder?
Here we go, second half action. Kings can get a quick chance to get some points to start the second half at the line.
The first 3 minutes of this half is going to dictate how the rest of the game is going to go. Hopefully the Kings regroup during halftime. They got to realize that they're all on the same team. They can't be arguing amongst themselves with the coaches. Don't question any calls for the referees because you'll be on the receiving end of a technical, and that ain't going to be a good thing to happen here.
Not at all. Let's see who's got ups right here.
He dribbled on the baseline and got himself trapped. Takes out to Samuel. Stolen by
Error
Foley.
pass right there.
And they got McCormick with the reach.
Samuel's got to look before he makes the pass. We can't have no fancy stuff going down right now. They need to play safe with this lead.
And what the Kings need to try to do is they need to try to capitalize on the reserves. There's only 2 starters out there for the Bullets. That's Tran in the middle and Bonaparte on the wing.
Little soccer action going down there.
The Kings need to try to take advantage now while the secondary's in there.
Get that! Oh! Come on, 0-0, hit it!
Ooh!
Hit all 3 of these.
That was baseline right there.
We're coming down to the 3-minute mark now, and the Bullets scored a 3. It just doesn't look good for the Kings.
I'm not seeing it. It's a matter of execution now. It's not a matter of how much you want it anymore, because we know they want it. It's execution time.
Absolutely. What they need to do, they need to chip away at this lead 2 points at a time. They need to go into the paint. They need to challenge these reserves.
First 2
They got the press on. Shots like that go in.
Oh, baby!
It'll be a long day for the Kings. Head coach Chris Rogers just sat down in disbelief. I'm in disbelief as well.
That was like N1 style right there. I'm telling you.
Block. Blocking foul on Tran.
Tran needs to hold
Tran
himself
gets up
together.
arguing. What's Tran arguing for? They're up a whole heap of points.
Tran, hold yourself, baby. That's right. Take him out of the game.
Tran's been playing it
Coach
for 2
can't let nothing get his team down right now. We need nothing but positives for them to keep this lead going.
Tran's been playing for 2 years, Jim, and he hasn't said boo. Now he wants to argue calls.
That was more than a boo. It was like I heard like a boo-hoo.
Yeah.
Take it away. I like the steal by number 20. You haven't seen too much Cipriano in this game, but he definitely made his presence felt right there with that takeaway.
Bonaparte, back rims it. D.
Oh, I like it. Offensive rebounds, that's what it takes.
I didn't even see D check back into the game. That was a silent check-in.
He's just that smooth.
Yeah, there you go. They got him for steps. They got him for steps.
No room for mistakes anymore right now.
And you know what? He had safety at baseline. Had he just looked up and gunned it in there, might have a chance.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I said at halftime. They need to be able to keep their eyes open, find the open man, swing it around until you find the best shot.
We played almost a complete 6 minutes, and the Kings have yet to score.
This game might be getting out of hand.
We're only up 30 points, and we get it all.
That's my thought. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
This possession is huge right near. They need a field goal.
They're going to call it on Saint-Pierre, I think.
Yep.
You know what? I don't know why Glenn Hager's yelling. If you come down the rebound and bring it to your chest like this, Your elbows are now sticking out. You can't swing around like that. That's your area. You can't do that. You can't do this, but you can do that. And that's what he did. That's what Bonaparte did.
Another offensive rebound means another basket for the Bullets. Means another increase to their lead in their race towards the championship.
Safety is going to... Sets a reservation for three.
Drainage. I like it. They need the big points here. If at any time in the game, it would be now.
And Demir's the reason why they made it this far in the playoffs.
Good luck at call there.
They let Rogers get away with one because he did foul him. They let him get away with one.
I don't know. He looked like he had his feet set.
But did they call? No, they called it on Leslie Philippe.
Team foul number 5, Leslie Philippe, in his second personal.
You guys have been kidding us. All that work.
Justin Gillis at the line where everything is free. Bangs them both like ice cream. They increased their lead to 30, 48 to 18. There you go, right in the paint.
Forcing it up. They need to find the open man. Get a better shot. Swing it around.
One-on-one situation.
Up and under. I like it.
Good pressure on the ball.
Just look up. It's 3 on none.
What are they going to do? Come on, I wanted something a little fancy there.
Well, they had an opportunity, but when you're down by a whole heap of points, you don't go for the fanciness. These bullets are shooting. These bullets are hitting everything they're shooting.
On fire, I'm telling you.
They got on Gillis.
And this game is nearly as bad as the Lakers crushing the Bullets last year.
The Bullets want to erase what happened to them last year.
Now, one thing the Bullets can't do is foul, because for one, that'll stop the clock. For two, it gives the Kings free shots at another possession.
Move it. Let it hit.
I thought Rogers going to take 3.
Ooh, he wanted to.
That's what you got to do. Rogers with the cleanup. This doesn't roll. Safety, that was
out of nowhere. But they just can't get it to fall.
But you know what? At least the Kings are making a stand down there in the Crayola area. They got a pound in down there. You know, the outside shot ain't working for them. What they got to do? You know, they still got over 10 minutes of play in here. And if the Bulls can run off a whole heap of points, why can't the Kings?
I don't know. The Kings relied more on the outside shots earlier in the year. They had more threes than the Kings did. Actually, let me take that back. The Kings had more threes early in the year. That's what they need to get done.
Hit the rim.
That's 3 fouls on Richard Rogers. That's a pair and a half. In this league, Jim, 5 equals bye-bye.
Dean team gets 1 and 2, and really that's all they really need right now. As long as they're getting points, no matter what it is, 1, 2, 3, they get consistent points. It's all they really need right now to keep this lead.
Because the Kings are not getting consistent points.
The Kings need more than 1 and 2. They need big points right here. And they're not doing it with these turnovers. Hopefully they'll get some right here with this take back. There you go. Another foul, another chance to cut back at this lead with no time running off the clock.
Xavier drains the first of 2. Knocks them both down.
Wow, no sound on either of those.
Samuel all by him, slows him. I don't know. Maybe they figure, look at the score and give him a break. Dean is just a man playing amongst boys.
He's bananas.
Now, what I see on the Kings, I see the backcourt and the paint and the front court staying out on the perimeter.
That doesn't sound right.
Not at all.
Killer. Or should I say that's a bullet?
Oh man, let me tell you, that was a flush.
I don't know. Gotta shoot him.
They're feeling good about themselves right now, I'm telling you.
The Bullets are 10 minutes away from a dynasty, and the Kings are 10 minutes away from an old-fashioned booty whooping. They got 10 minutes to make some damage. Andy! They got 10 minutes to make a run, to try to do some damage. And you know what? If you go down with the L, at least go down fighting, go down respectful, get a whole bunch of points. Try to make this your best quarter of the game. So that'll be the last thing that'll be remembered. It'll be remembered that you went down trying, that you put together one hell of a fourth quarter.
I couldn't see any other approach.
You know, you gotta let it all hang out now. And you gotta do it 2 points at a time, in the paint. Lay off the threes, in the paint. Get the 3 points the old-fashioned way, the and one.
You gotta wonder if the Bullets are gonna slow their pace down here, or keep the pace up, which they've been doing all game. They've been just going nonstop to the basket all game, not even taking their time, and it's been working for them.
And they're doing the same here. Dean just had 5 rebounds in a row.
Moving up the stats, that's what you gotta do.
Can I ask why 4 of their 5 starters are still in the game?
But the Kings, if anyone, should be taking up the
We're
pace.
not going to talk like that. We are not going to talk like that. That commentary happened in last year's game, and you were not able to enjoy that tape. We're not going to talk like that.
I was just kidding, Nestor.
Okay, we're not going to talk like that.
I was just really kidding.
Suter with the miss.
Dean's on
Flush
the
it.
up. I don't blame Leslie Philippe. If you're going to foul him, make sure he doesn't score. That's his third. That's a pair and a half. If you're going to foul, make sure they don't score. Leslie Philippe already committed
Yeah, but
himself.
you don't want to foul Dean. He's a great free throw
You don't want to foul Dean, but on the same hand, you don't want Dean coming down with a dunk. If Philippe didn't go up there, Dean might have dunked it. So what Philippe did, Philippe protected the dunk. Because if he had a dunked it, that whole side would have erupted, and the game would have been over. The game would have been over.
Well, he lucked out there as Dean missed both of them.
What the hell was that?
Speed of a bullet.
I can't do math.
I tell you, if the Bullets really wanted to, they could probably come really close to 100.
Have we had a 100-point game?
Not in regulation. Not in regulation. We had, back in 1996, it was a triple overtime. It was 123, 113, triple overtime. Lakers over the Celtics. That was to determine first place. I think the highest in a single game has been 91 by the Sixers. I don't remember what year.
All right, I'll let it slide this time.
There you go.
I know in 2003 the Pistons broke 85 against the Lakers or something like that.
Dean on the tipping. Everything's just dropping like ice cream for them.
His head. He knows what's up.
Everything's dropping like ice cream for them. They're just, no matter what they're putting up, it's falling through the hole. Gillis.
There's a layup.
Steve Wright has been waiting 3 years for Gillis to play like that.
Well,
Seriously.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. Your last game of your career, do what you're supposed to have been doing.
Nice putback by Rogers. I like that shot. He took it through the defense until he saw the opening, and he just put it off the glass.
And that's what they need to do. They need to penetrate the paint. Gillis has 4 fouls. That's two pairs. Kings call a timeout. Score 65-29. 6 minutes and 13 ticks left to go in regulation. The Kings have one hell of a hill to try to climb.
They'll look to be the king of that hill today, I tell you. But it's just not looking too good right now. The coach, he's run out of his energy. He used it all from the first half. He's just telling his boys what they need to do. There's no energy left. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, because there is none. Andy?
Comes in on the left side every now and again and out again.
Yeah, that's the headphone issue. I'll throw those headphones away after today. Keep on forgetting to replace them. They're done.
What's wrong with them?
There's a short in it, probably a pulled wire or something. As long as our levels are fine on that, that's all that matters.
Goes up a little bit.
Well, let's see. Test, test, test. I actually can't see it here. That's probably good. Yeah, that's good. I can see it. That's good. Safe here at the line where everything is free.
This game resembles so much of what last year's game turned out to be.
Hey, you got chip at it 1 point at a time. Sapia hits all 3 of these.
Great shot by Sapia. That's his shot. He knows how to hit from that range.
He's been doing it his entire career.
That doesn't mean they shouldn't be taking it to the basket anymore because, you know, I've seen Tran, as the big point is made there, I see Tran, he's been playing almost the whole game. He's got to be getting tired by now, so they got to just take it to him.
Yes. Justin Gillis came down. Justin Gillis came down, hit a 3. And I see Steve Wright. Steve, if we can get it to the huddle, Andy, Steve Wright is telling his guys, no threes. He said he doesn't care. No three. Don't even fake it, nothing. No more threes. And that's the thing to do when you're up 35 points. You don't need to be shooting any threes. No more threes. And I tell you, for the Bullets, that basket is as big as the Atlantic Ocean. Every time that they're throwing up, it's just dropping in.
I figured a 3-year play wouldn't happen.
They got it on Tran.
There's a little light bulb in the bottom right hand of the screen on here.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's not showing up there. It's showing up over there.
Oh, that's fine. We're going to run that camera until it drops.
That's 4 on Trin. You got to wonder how long he's going to stay in this game.
This is his last game of his career. Steve Wright just might let him stay in there to foul out.
Oh!
It's all dropping in. Like I said, everything's dropping in. It's as big as the Atlantic Ocean.
That was a nice little roll on that one. Kings don't waste any time, but with that, they get an arid shot, and it just misses everything.
And that's not his range. That is not his range.
It's getting to be desperation time now, and they're just not playing their game. That's what it's coming down to. Bullets taking their time. Keep the passes going.
Safe here. Is it on the floor before the shot? They're calling it on the floor. Kings with the double bonus. They're going to shoot a pair of them for the remainder of the game. Double bonus. Oh, they messed up. They messed up. They said double bonus. They said, oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
They said, oh, my goodness. Oh,
so
the basket was good. The basket was good. So they got to tell, we're going to have to tell the kid. Hey, Kenny, the basket was good. Safia's basket was good. All right.
He's made that shot all day.
Islands Joseph. Island Joseph scored. I'm not sure if he even scored this year. Islands Joseph. No points all year. That's his first points all year. Oh, like I said, it's as big as the Atlantic Ocean. So they should put McCormick in there to try to get his. And that's what they're probably going to do. They call that timeout.
There he is. I see McCormick getting out there right now.
Yeah, there he is. The traveler.
Number 21.
Islands Joseph, the first basket of his career. Sometimes when a team gets in the zone, as I said, that rim is as big as the Atlantic Ocean. No matter what you throw up, it just falls right in.
Miss. You said it.
You know, when you got a person that ain't scored all year, hitting it like he's been doing it the entire season.
But that's showing this team effort that the Bullets are putting forth. They're finding every man, they're letting every man shoot. Everybody's playing a role. And with everybody playing a role together collectively, that's getting them this 73-41 lead.
Man, I tell you, and the thing is, and they've let up. If they didn't let up, they could be in the 90s by now. They really could. Okay, McCormick's in there. So, okay, okay, this is very good. No starters on the floor for the Bullets.
Take it! Do not move!
trying to get the steal. You know he wants the ball.
Yeah, he wants his points.
Samuel just threw through everybody.
Oh, look at
through
this.
everybody. McCormick saves it, but to the other team.
They're going to call that on Joseph. Kings are going to be shooting too. Suter's going to check in for Reggie Rogers. Rogers is done for today. He gave it all he could. He's plumb tuck it out. They got it on Diaz. McCormick. I thought it was on Diaz over here. Okay. I thought it was on number 20.
Coach is just trying to keep his team's spirits up right now. He's telling them, you know, they're the two teams out of everybody that got here. There are a lot of teams that didn't even get the chance to play today. And that's what they need to understand.
The other 6 teams couldn't do it. Islands Joseph. Staminsky cadet.
Tremendous. I like it.
That's his first 3-pointer of his career. It's his last game. He's a senior. Elins Joseph.
That's 2 air balls in a row by the Bullets.
But yeah, but it is the secondary.
I'm seeing 1 minute. It's counting down right now.
We are coming up to 50 ticks away from crowning a dynasty. Suda's like, just keep it. He's going to go coast to coast, and why not?
He does. Even still, he had an open man, and just it's what they're doing. They're being individual players. They just weren't playing as a team, and that cut them short in this ball game.
That has been the theme of the game. Long distance 3. Bullets 73. Kings 51. Go around. Bullets 73. Kings 51. 2 titles, 3 years. We're looking at a Bullet dynasty.
That's right, dynasty. You said it. They just played as a team. They had the momentum going into the second half, which we thought the Kings would have needed to keep this game alive, but we just didn't see it. Another thing, they had the speed. I saw speed. I saw, you know, up and down the court, 1 step ahead the whole time. Just got them ahead. The Kings just couldn't keep up, and that's what got the Bullets more points.
The Bullets, from the opening tap to the final whistle, they wanted to make a statement. They came in here and they made that statement. Not only did they want to win, they wanted to win badly.
They showed why they were the #1 seed in this game.
I got to tell you, let's see if we can try to get some bullets over here. Definitely try to get head coach Steve Wright over here. Head coach Steve Wright. Steve Wright. Got Steve Wright. Congratulations, coach. I want to introduce you to Jim Foley. He's a student at Emerson. He's going to be here next season, the cable cast booth. He just got a little taste who's going to be. Steve Wright, 2 titles in 3 years. You're a dynasty. That hasn't been done since the Hawks, 3 titles in 4 years. We're looking at a Bullet dynasty, Steve.
Oh, I didn't think my guys could keep up that intensity, but that was the first time all year they played 40 minutes of basketball and never gave up. And, you know, I can't ask for more than that when it comes to a team like that. They just never, ever, they wanted it really bad, and they got it.
You could tell at the beginning that they came out with that intensity, that they did not take any team lightly. And they did not take this Kings team lightly. They had the intensity in their eyes, their fire. Justin Gillis, you waited 3 years for him to play the way he played today. So he did do it. It took his last game, but he played the way you wanted him to play.
Well, yeah, Justin played a great game. I thought Bonapane pulled down a lot of rebounds, played phenomenal. I thought the whole team, even the subs, even when they were in there because we ran into a little foul trouble, we never relinquished the lead. So, you know, they kept the scoring up. So that was huge. I mean, I told him he was going to take all 10 players in the playoffs, and all 10 played today. That's for sure.
And when you're up by so much, Steve, that certainly isn't fun to coach that because there's certainly no challenge. By that time, you're worried about, okay, make sure everybody gets their minutes, make sure the reserves get some points, make sure that your team does not display poor sportsmanship and taking threes. It's really a difficult situation when you're up by 30 points.
Yeah, well, we know being on the other end last year when we just got creamed by the Lakers, and, you know, so they wanted to come back because there's 3 of them that were here for the 3 years. So
we talked about that was Jimmy Dean, that's Mike Bonapane, and that's Justice Gillis. We were saying that all day, that your team is definitely madness tested. They've been to this big dance their entire career.
Yeah, and they knew it going in, and they knew what it felt like last year. Thank you very much. They knew what it felt like the first year when they won it after an 18-year drought, and then to make it back to the championship and get smacked. So they knew, and they wanted it bad after last year. So, you know, I give them all the credit in the world because that game you just stand there and watch them play, really. I mean, there wasn't a lot of coaching, you know, after the first quarter and a half. I mean, they were just playing with intensity, and I'm just glad because all year we usually have a bad quarter or a bad quarter and a half, but not today, and that made the difference.
I didn't see any flaws, Steve. I did not see any flaws. I mean, they were running and gunning, which is not a traditional Bullet philosophy, but I didn't see any flaws on that floor.
No, and Islands Joseph got his first basket all year.
We were saying his first basket all year, and we were saying your team was on such a roll that basket was as big as the Atlantic Ocean. Everything was falling. I mean, there was Vladimir Samuel that went under Chris Rogers in the first half.
Yeah, Vladimir, I mean, Vladimir really did a good job today. And what's good, he's only a sophomore, so, you know, 3 years with him, and he kept the team loose every game. I mean, just made us all laugh. And
I know he made me laugh at today's contest.
Yeah, I know. And that's what you need. You know, everybody has a role, and his role is that. He got the team up, got the team laughing loose. And, you know, everybody has a role, whether it's rebounding or, you know, shooting or dribbling, whatever it is. And they knew their roles today, and they came to play this weekend, which was huge.
Congratulations, Coach. 2 titles, 3 years. The Bullet Dynasty we're looking at.
Yeah, it's nice.
Congrats, Coach.
Here we get some more bullets over here. We got to maybe get Jimmy Dean over here. We can get Gillis, Bonapane. This is where we get all these players.
He was just saying it right there with the guys, you know, getting points where they don't usually do. Him not having a coach towards the second half of the game. Just his players, the leadership, took them one step ahead as opposed to the Kings where you could see them falling apart, sort of arguing. On the opposite side, the Bullets, their leadership and their composure kept them ahead throughout.
That's what it was, composure. They're certainly, I mean, they've been here the past 3 years in a row. Try to see if we can get some bullets over here. Let's get anybody bullets in family. Like to get some. Hey, Steve, send some bullets over here. Send some bullets over here. Let's get us some bullets. We'll get some bullets. Hold it down for a second. I'll get some bullets over here.
Well, like my man was saying, he got all sorts of guys going today. He's going to go find some bullets to talk to us. Maybe we could get Tran. He was big. He played the whole game pretty much. Just the bullets, just a great game today, and we'll see if we can get some players right now to help talk with us, see what they thought of the game.
We are here with a coach of the Bullets, Boo Boo Collins. I will introduce you to Jim Foley. He is a student at Emerson College. He's going to be here next season to help us in the cable cast. Excellent. But you're not going to be able to hear his commentary because this is it for you. You're going on to better passion.
Yes, I am. I'm moving on to the Somerville High School Girl Highlander varsity program. Looking forward to it.
I got to tell you, when you came into this league and when you won the title in 2004, P.D. Amos said that you haven't suffered like a bullet. You was the true bullet. Last year in the big dance, you became a true bullet. But now this year, we're talking 2 titles, 3 years. That's a dynasty.
It sure is. These kids were a great bunch of kids. We had a great nucleus from 3 years ago. We had 3 players that we drafted 3 years ago still playing with us today.
That would be Dean, Bonaparte, and Gillis.
Yes, you're correct,
Mr. Dudley.
Mr. Dudley, here we go. Yeah, they worked hard. They come to practice every week. They always give everything they have, and it showed today. This team was not going to be denied today. The Kings are a great program with great coaches and great kids, but the Bullets are a little bit more experienced, being to the dance 3rd year in a row, being to the final show. They came and they rose to the challenge, and they took it on. They were ready.
And as I was telling Steve Wright, I did not see any flaws. I did not see any flaws. Justin Gillis was playing the way that Steve hoped he would play all 3 years. Bonaparte was big. Dean was usual Dean.
Yeah,
no interruptions. Let the man speak.
The big men worked inside. The guards worked outside. They were fast. Jamal was a great addition to the team this year. He plays with his heart. He plays with emotion, and he was an absolute joy to coach this year. The whole team, everybody just came and worked hard. They just care about the game of basketball.
And Jamal Baskin's coming back, isn't he?
That's correct. Jamal is a junior with another year of eligibility to play with the Bullets next year.
Could that somehow entice you to maybe come back?
It could entice me, but where I've had so many plays, I have so many plays graduating this year, I think this would be a good year, and I kind of made up my mind, no matter what happened today, that this was going to be my last year coaching in the MNBL.
Well, you're leaving a dynasty, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Pleasure coaching here.
Congrats.
Very nice to meet you. Wish you the best of luck next year.
Same with you.
Brendan Bigger. You've seen a new champion crown. It was the Bullets. The Bullets did to the Kings what your Lakers did to the Bullets last year.
I was thinking that. I was saying that the whole game. I was like, they have to make it up for last year. And what else can I say? They did it. But the Kings never gave up. They came back and they actually put it up. They actually only 20 points and they were down and killed some outs. They were getting absolutely blasted out in the first part. And they came back and they showed hard and stuff. I give a lot of that to the mirror and Richie because they were just, it wasn't good at all.
No, it wasn't. But they didn't have that. But they didn't have that state attitude. As we said, what killed them in the first half is they were arguing amongst themselves, arguing with the coaches, coaches arguing with coaches, coaches arguing with referees, players arguing with referees. I think I hit it all.
Yeah, I remember one part where Richie was actually yelling at his coach for the coach yelling at him, and well, it's just like, all right, passed it right underneath the hoop, easy layup. What else do you do? Yeah.
We'll get her back. We'll get her on the camera.
Whoa, I don't think so.
We will drag her here. Get some players. Here you go. Andy wants to take a picture of her cutting down the net. Then he bounces. We'll take a picture of them cutting down the net. Bullets cutting down the net once again. 2 titles in 3 years. They are a modern-day dynasty. This hasn't happened since the early 90s, where the Hawks had won 3 titles in 4 years.
Now, I heard about all this madness coming into this game, this being my first as well, but I didn't know they were going to go all out with cutting the net down and everything. This is excitement. I'm looking forward to this next season.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition. The team that wins the big dance, they take home the net. It's a tradition. They've done this every year, all 21 years. They cut down that net. Head coach takes that net home. As we see Jamal Baskin, Commissioner Tim is up there. That is Diaz up there. There's only a couple runs left. And the Grossi girls ain't going to sneak out of here. We ain't going to sneak out of here. We got your camera all year.
Don't leave, don't leave.
No, there's 3 Grossi girls.
Absolutely. Come on. There's 3 of us. There's 3 of us. Hey, you guys should be on that ladder. What do you mean on the camera? Oh, you're missing one. She's hiding. Come on.
You've been here before. You've been here before. Mama Maureen, Christine, Katie, come on down here. The Grossi girls, for the second time in 3 years, have become the official first ladies of the MNBL.
Very happy to be here again, but kudos to the Kings. Awesome game. They played like a team, and we're very proud of them all.
I never thought that we'd see a Bowling dynasty, and I guess that makes it a Grossi dynasty. Two titles in 3 years. Okay, I'm going to let you Grossi girls leave now. Thank you.
Bye.
Take it easy. Take it easy. We still got a dinner coming.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. No cheese.
No cheese. No cheese. Jimmy D, come over here. Yes, you. Jimmy D. You guys have listened to me.
Rainy, you better come close to your head. Yeah, exactly.
You guys are going to break it down. We're going to look forward to you on a round of members who's a couple of teammates right here. Congratulations. Guys, handle your business. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask the following. Let me ask you a question. Were you satisfied with your decision? Because we brought him throughout your career. I never had a chance to ask you this question. What do you think about the decision today?
I told you last week, after last week, we made the same call. So what I did was when I left, I wanted to read, you know why they can do it? I said, bring them.
Your son graduated, you know you're an official because you said that around the last season. Can we see you get that season official? Oh, there you go. There you go. Congratulations, guys. On the party. 2,000 years, brothers. You, Justin Gillis, Jimmy Dean has spent your entire career playing this game. It seems like you guys had last year in mind and you wanted to race last year by putting it on this year. And what race will race last year? As far as I'm concerned, that's no one's going to remember that. As I told Steve Wright, I thought you guys played flawless ball. I didn't see you guys do anything wrong today. I think anybody scored with the exception of Jimmy Ball. Two titles in 3 years, and you want to round of everything. Thank you. That's the question. Give me a safe here. Come on in here. I just want to say that was a jolly good try you guys did. You have lifted your game the past several weeks, and if it wasn't for you, the Kings wouldn't have made it to this game. So I just want to say that was damn good playing and playing out and stuff. And ain't no shame losing to the number 1 seeded team. What was the question about Casey Warren? I don't know if I can get it. Of which game? Yesterday's game. I think. Yeah. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. I'll find out.
Y'all should have been watching. Watch out for the bullets.
Where you going?
You're going to be the last one.
Kenny!
You're going to be the last one.
I'll be right with you.
There we go. You're going to take us. You're going to take us out of here. Let me tell you. 2 titles in 3 years. Officially tonight. cannot be as dumb as what you look. Go around. We've only been doing. I don't know. Steve, say the rules.
The rules. And for them to have done it in 2004 with some seniors that certainly carried the weight as well, but to know that Justin Gillis and Michael Bonapane and James Dean as sophomores, to get them back there as juniors, and then to do it again as seniors. I mean, there's no doubt that that core group. But you know, you got to look at the underclassmen of the Bullets. I mean, they did a great job. And
I thought they did a great job. I thought that when the last couple of minutes of the game, when Steve Wright took out all the starters and put in the reserves, he passed the torch.
Yeah. And some other kids, obviously Jamal Basson came on board and did a great job, but a very silent contributor was Victor Tran. Victor Tran was a senior, came on last year as a junior, but you know, he did such a great job. I mean, I coached him as a freshman, and he's made big improvement, offensively especially. I mean, defensively, he always could you know, do a good job on the boards, make the good outlet pass. But to see him be able to contribute offensively the way he has, I mean, his confidence level is just... They absolutely did have the focus. And it was almost like this. I mean, I heard you say nobody wants to get on camera. I think that this was a job that had to be completed this time. So let's talk a little bit about the team. Again, it was nice to
Sixers are winning next year, people. Sixers. Everyone votes bad people.
What was nice?
Absolutely. I think that's a testament to the coaching staff. Keep them from collapsing, you know, not giving up and playing as hard as they did. I think that if you ask the spectators, the referees, anybody that's ever stepped foot in this gymnasium, they'll tell you that the thing that amazes them the most is the fact that these kids, whether they're on the last place team or the first place team, play hard right to the end. And it's certainly more difficult when it means winning a championship. It's probably easier to let down and give up and know that you've been handed it to you, but that's why I said I think that, you know, the coaches for the Kings really deserve a lot of credit to keep those kids alive and trying hard right to the end, even though the decision was pretty much made at the half. But I want to thank you.
Thank you. Come on in here, Jim. Andy, we can wrap this up. Come on in here. Andy. Danny Robinson, who has been here all year coaching the Lakers in the Cablecast booth. I just want to thank you for all that you have contributed this season. Jim, I cannot wait to work with you next season.
I can tell MNBL, it's a great league. Hope it goes 21 more years and strong. I'm looking forward to next year.
For Paul Conrad, who helped us in the beginning with the pregame, for everybody that helped out in the Cablecast booth, big ups to Bradwood, Benton, everyone else who have helped us, certain players that have contributed through the season. Too many to name because I can't remember them all. We just want to congratulate the Bullets, 2 titles, 3 years. That makes them a dynasty. We want to give a big ups to the Kings. The Kings, they deserve to be here today. It's just today was not their day. Today they met a dynasty. For everyone in concern, I'm Mr. Dudley saying we'll be singing Youth in 2007.